People always say, stay away from your enemies, avoid them, block them, ignore them. And honestly, fair enough. Some enemies are stressful. One text from them and suddenly your whole mood is ruined for 48 business hours. But hear me out. What if, instead of always running away from your enemies, you actually go closer to them? Yeah, I know, that sounds like the worst advice ever. Like somebody watching this is probably thinking, brother, if I get closer to my enemy, I might end up on the news. Relax, that's not what I mean. I'm not saying go and trust everybody. I'm not saying invite your enemies to eat jollof rice at your house. I'm saying study them, because sometimes your enemy can teach you more than your friends. Your friends will lie to you sometimes. Your friends will say things like, bro, you are doing great. Meanwhile, your life is moving like a Nokia phone with low battery. But your enemy, oh, they notice everything. They notice when you are lazy. They notice when you are inconsistent. They notice when you talk too much and do too little. Enemies are like unpaid life coaches, and that's the first reason you should get closer to your enemy. They reveal your weaknesses. Let's be honest, most of us hate criticism. The moment somebody says one negative thing about us, suddenly we become motivational speakers. They hate me because I'm different. No bro, maybe you are just late to everything. Sometimes your enemy is pointing at a real problem. And if you are wise enough to listen without getting emotional, you grow faster. The second reason is because distance creates imagination. When you hate someone from afar, your brain starts creating movies. Now suddenly the person is evil, dangerous, wicked. But when you actually observe people closely, you realize something shocking. Most people are just confused human beings trying to survive life. Some people act proud because they are insecure. Some people act rude because life humbled them too early. Some people attack others because they secretly hate themselves. And understanding that changes you, because maturity is realizing that not everybody who hates you wake up and said, yes, today I shall become Disney villain. Some people are just broken. Another reason to get closer to your enemy is because emotions make people stupid. Let's be real, when people are angry, they lose sense. You will type a long paragraph at 2 a.m., read it again in the morning, and suddenly you sound like a kidnapped Shakespeare. Anger makes people dramatic. But when you stay calm and study your enemy instead of reacting immediately, you stay powerful, because the calm person usually sees more. You notice patterns, you notice motives, you notice weaknesses, and the person who understands the game usually wins the game. Also, sometimes your enemy accidentally helps you improve yourself. Think about it. Some of you started going to the gym because somebody disrespected you. Some people started making money because they got doubted. Some people glowed up because heartbreak entered their life like a sponsored ad. Pain changes people, enemies push people, and even though it hurts at first, sometimes that pressure creates a better version of you. Now, obviously, this doesn't mean you should allow disrespect. Please use wisdom. If somebody is toxic, dangerous, or destroying your peace every day, keep your distance. This is not a documentary called How to Suffer Professionally. No. Protect your peace, but don't let hatred control your whole life either, because hatred is exhausting. Imagine waking up every day thinking about something you don't even like. That's unpaid overtime. The goal is not to love your enemy. The goal is to learn from them. Learn how people think. Learn emotional control. Learn patience. Learn self-awareness. Because sometimes the enemy outside of you reveals the enemy inside of you. Your ego, your anger, your insecurity, your pride. And once you conquer those things, people can't easily control you anymore. The real strength, not shouting, not revenge, not acting tough on social media with sad quotes and black background. Real strength is staying calm, learning, growing, and moving smarter. So maybe the art of getting closer to your enemy isn't about them at all. Maybe it's about discovering yourself.